I'll settle this. Here's our chance to end it.
Welcome back, guys! You are so cool in there, Senpai!
Whoa, she's as cute as an idol.
I'm glad to see that you have all managed to rendezvous with one another.
Just as you all fell here, my guest and his friends wandered into this place as well. Granted, we arrived from a different origin point than you. As we were searching for an exit, we encountered Elizabeth and Theo. They have told us of your situation.
So you're in the same boat.
We were surprised to hear that there are other Persona users here. The same goes for us. What is going on here?
Did you guys go through a TV? Huh? A TV?
Hold on. Does the Dark Hour function differently where you're from?
Dark Hour?
Why don't we introduce each other first? I'll begin. This is my guest. He has the same power of the wild card as you there.
I'm a second year at Yasogami High.
You're our age? Wow, you seem so mature.
Yasogami. You mean this school?
Well, in a way. This place seems to be Yasogami High. Or something like it.
What do you mean?
It looks like the Yasogami High we know, but we think it's a different place. Probably.
Probably?
Most likely.
I wasn't asking you to rephrase it. The power of the wild card, though, does that make you the same as our leader?
The arrival of two with the power of the wild card. So this was the reason behind the boon.
It's nice to meet you. I'm surprised too, though it seems the wild card works a little different here.
And I'm Yosuke Hanamura. I'm a second year too. Me and this guy are partners.
Partners? Huh. Like Shinji and me.
Say what?
I'm Chie Satanaka, and I'm a second year too, and this is kind of nerve-wracking.
My favorite food is pudding.
What? You want boot marks all over your face?
They kind of remind me of Junpei-kun and Yukari-chan. Okay, I guess I'm next. I'm Yukiko Amagi, a second year. I'm in the same class as Chie and the others.
I just realized something. She's beautiful, isn't she?
What about your Chidorita? Now it's the first year's turn. I'm Rise Kujikawa.
Rise, huh. That sounds familiar.
I can't fight, but I'm great at providing backup. Nice to meet you.
It seems they have someone with a similar ability to Fuka-san's.
That's right. I was surprised too when I met her earlier.
I'm Kanji Tatsumi. Yeah.
Aw, that's it, Kanji?
Tell him about your hobbies. Shut up!
Hobbies? At first glance, he looks,
Yeah, I hear ya.
My name is Naoto Shirogane. I'm pleased to meet you all. You have really thick soles. Huh?
That's so cool. It's like a magic device that makes you instantly taller.
Please, leave it at that.
I'm the last one up. I'm Teddy, the beloved and adorable mascot of the Junes department store, famed here in Inaba. And lo and behold, when I gracefully shed my cute bear skin, an elegant and lovely boy is born. This is what you call two bears with one stone.
Sure.
Actually, how come his costume is his normal form?
Now, why don't we introduce ourselves as well? It's nice to meet you all.
Are you a student at Yasogami High? You wear the same uniform that we do.
Yes, I'm a student at Yasogami High. Cool. I've never seen you before. What year are you in?
She's lost her memory, so she doesn't seem to know. For now, we're treating them as first years.
Ooh, just like us. Glad we ain't adding more upperclassmen to the bunch.
The same age? It's nice to meet you, Kanchan.
Concha... Right.
Kanji-san's internal temperature is on the rise. It's reaching dangerous levels.
Hell no! You're lying!
Are you all quite finished? I have been waiting, you know. All this time. Quite a while.
Is that how you guys' blue lady always is?
Yeah, she tends to be pretty frosty.
So those poses you guys did when you showed up, was that her idea?
Yeah, she even made us line up and practice beforehand.
Well, you guys pulled it off well, though.
Guess how many times we had to rehearse that? I swear, that lady's like a final boss.
About that labyrinth from earlier, there was no exit that I could find.
Indeed. It seems that the exit is not within any labyrinth, but most likely within the Velvet Room.
You mean the doors with 4 locks on them that Yamagishi mentioned?
Yes. Of those, one of them is ready to come off at any time now. Thus, only 3 remain.
3 more.
According to Zen, there are 3 more labyrinths. Let's assume there's a connection and find the next one. After all, there's nothing more we can do for the time being. Though, I have one suggestion. Both our group and yours are trapped here and cannot leave. We must traverse the labyrinths and retrieve what the Guardians protect in order to leave this place. If we share an objective, then the more manpower the better. Why don't we cooperate with each other?
Yes, of course.
That was quick.
She's offering to act as our allies, right? No reason to turn them down.
Well, yeah, but... Man, you're pretty impressive.
You think so?
We're seriously working together? Wow, that makes our little group pretty big all of a sudden.
It's fun seeing so many different kinds of people. That costume of Teddy's is cute.
Actually, I think he's the one we need to watch ourselves around.
If the journey ahead is going to be long, then more assistance may be necessary. Theo, show me the way to the Velvet Room. I ask that everyone else follow as well.
What the?
So these are the doors. My guest and Elizabeth's guest. Perhaps this means that these 2 doors lead to 2 different places.
Hey, why are you ignoring me?
Pardon me. This girl is Marie. I had forgotten to introduce her. She's staying with us for now as a resident of the Velvet Room.
Huh? Marie-chan? Why are you here? What, a resident? What do you mean?
I'm not a resident, I just happen to be here. So what's going on? There's way too many people here. Some of you kind of act the same too. The dog's cool though.
You can see for yourself what kind of girl she is. Still, she may be of some use to you. Henceforth, I will leave interactions with other worlds to Marie here. Feel free to ask for her assistance.
What? I have to do that stuff again? You never told me about that.
I'm telling you about it now. When you're not busy with that, why not work on those poems you enjoy?
Poems? Those are just memos I jotted down about the other worlds. And why do you know about them?
Is that so? What a hard worker you are. If that's the case, then I'll ask you to do it this time as well.
Stupid. What are these poems? They're not poems. They're the screams of my pathos. Pathos! Zen! Zen! This pathos is so cool!
Is that so?
What should I do? That donut I just swallowed was tasty!
Good to hear.
From here on, I will perform the fusions. I can handle triangle spreads. In other words, fusions that use 3 personas. If you wish to perform one, please consult me.
Well, then, I will leave this place to you two. I will resume my healing duties at the nurse's office. And it seems I will have some time to spare, so I'd like to move on to something that has been on my mind.
What might that be?
Ever since I've come to this world, there is something that has been bothering me. I wish to research it. As part of this research, I will make requests of you all. Of course, I will prepare a reward commiserate with your effort, so please, tackle them with gusto.
This is just part of your hobby.
Well then, I will await you in the nurse's office. I have some business to attend to, so I will go on ahead.
One moment. Elizabeth, I have a long list of things to discuss with you.
Such as what?
Chiefly about you and your guest. After this, you are going to... No, it can wait for later. I need to learn more about this world now.
Very well then. Perhaps another time.
Should we go to the nurse's office? If there's gonna be rewards, we might as well hear what she has to say.
I'll go with you. Something about this makes me uneasy.
Welcome to Elizabeth's room. Would you like medicine, a shot, or perhaps...
What are you playing at?
I borrowed that line from a book I found on your shelf.
Don't be absurd.
I took into consideration the 7 horrors bandied about at this school and set up a request notebook. As they say, if you write your wish in the logbook at the nurse's office, it'll come true. I've already written one down, so now it's your turn to grant it.
That's not how these 7 horrors work, though.
The rewards I have prepared are quite fine. Why not take on requests and earn an extra boost in your efforts? But please be warned, some of these requests will have a deadline attached to them.
Do we really have time to waste on this when we're trapped here?
Well, we do have 3 labyrinths to do. If we don't pace ourselves, we might get worn out.
The only shadows I detected were in the labyrinths, so what's the harm in checking out the culture festival? I bet it'll be tons of fun with all these new faces around.
I agree. I want to enjoy the carnival with everyone.
Might as well make the most of it. You know, our culture festival got canned. Time for a rematch.
Can we really?
Honestly, now is not the time for such things.
A persona's your strength of heart, right? Then don't you think it's important to keep your spirits up?
Oh, that's what you say now. But could it be you like festivals too, Shinjiro-senpai?
Really, Shinji? All right, then let's go conquer the food stands. I think I saw one that sold takoyaki. Go by yourself.
Takoyaki. I, Elizabeth, will join you.
Right on target.
Firing! Targets annihilated.
I guess.
Take that, as they say. Oh! What'd you get? strawberry, mint, chocolate, banana, potato, milk, melon, seaweed, red bean, and smelt! Smelt? Bittersweet! What flavor's yours, Rise-chan?
Doesn't the cold food hurt your internal organs?
Huh? I won't lose! Hey, get me cinnamon, raspberry, and jelly.
I want 10 chocolates.
Will you guys show some restraint? Kanji, will you say
Oh,
something?
so fluffy.
Like this, and...
Hey, I got them.
Huh? I got two, too.
Oh, not bad.
I'm sorry.
We ended up enjoying ourselves, but I believe it's about time we headed to the next labyrinth.
Do we know where it is?
Yes, we've already scanned for it. It's the second year Class 2 room.
Wait, that's our class. Oh no, please tell me there's not a group date cafe there.
What is that?
It was our class's display. You have a, well, a group date.
For real? Man, I wish I was a student at your school.
Is that any fun?
I don't want to think about it.
What's this group date thing?
A group date is the crossroads of destiny. Countless hunters of love gather in search of the one in this vast world tied to them by a red string.
Wow! Countless hungers have a huge banquet in search of the one in this vast universe tied with a string?
It's scarier the way she says it.
I mean, Teddy, don't lie like that to Ray-chan. She'll believe you.
Aww, but I just can't leave Ray-chan alone.
I understand the feeling.
I won't leave you alone either, Ai-chan. May I score with you?
I refuse.
From what you say, it sounds like this group date is a rather refined event.
Not in the least.
Is a red string really tied to the person you're destined to be with?
I don't know, but I think we all want to believe that it is.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it exists. Right, Zen?
You're going to eat string?
That's not what I meant.
Huh? It's still not noon yet. I guess it really is stopped.
What are you talking about?
The clock tower outside. It's been the same since we got here. I couldn't tell if it was wrong or stopped, but it looked stopped.
No, it's not stopped. It's moving. Just very slowly.
Oh, I see. Then the time must not be right.
Can we go take a closer look at it?
Is it piquing your ace detective instincts?
Not necessarily, but...
Ace Detective?
A clock tower in the center of the schoolyard. Would it not be too obtrusive?
That's odd. There's no door that would lead inside. How is it maintained?
Could its mechanism be inaccurate because of a lack of maintenance?
Thing is, we never had anything like this at Yasogami.
You don't?
Actually, I recall an occasion when the principal told me something. He claimed there was a clock tower at Yasogami High at one point, though I don't know what it looked like.
Oh, I think you're right. I kind of remember one. But I remember it being more like a small monument, not a huge tower. At least, I don't think it was so big that a person could go inside.
And I remember hearing that it was demolished before I started elementary school.
Then that would place it over 10 years ago.
Could this mean we've traveled back in time?
Possibly.
Wait, seriously?
I can't say for certain yet. There's no explaining things with common sense in a place where shadows roam.
You're right. This place is pretty strange. I don't recall going into a TV, and we don't need our glasses.
TV? Wait, that's not the first time you said something like that. What are you talking about?
Huh? You guys don't go into TVs? Then how do you get to where the shadows are?
We go to Tartarus during the dark hour. Oh, right. We're supposed to be the only ones inside there. So what do you guys do during the dark hour?
I don't know. What's this dark hour thing?
You don't know of the dark hour? Are you truly Persona users? The dark hour is a hidden time which follows midnight. Those without the potential cannot detect it. During the dark hour, shadows appear within a tower that we call Tartarus. And every month on a full moon, an especially large shadow appears. We fight and defeat these in the hopes of eliminating the dark hour.
Man, you guys' thing sounds pretty different from ours.
Then what are you all...
We're pursuing a killer.
A killer?
There's been a serial murder case going on in the town of Inaba where we live. The killer works by putting their victims into the TV. Inside the TVs, there's a world filled with shadows. That's actually where Teddy is from.
I used to live in the TV world, but then Yosuke and the others came, and I decided to come out.
You lived in a world where shadows roam. That's just like Zen and Ray.
I'm like Teddy? Then will we be able to go out into the outside world with everyone? Like he did?
I'm sure you will. I didn't even think about going outside until Yosuke and everyone came. But when I did leave, it was so much fun that I wished I had done it much sooner.
Me too. Until everyone came here, I never even thought about going back.
It's true.
Hey, Zen boy, don't tell me you don't like being treated the same as me. It's a real honor, you know.
Can it, Teddy? I was just getting to the important part. So anyway, if you're in the TV world on a foggy day, your own shadow will attack and kill you. Normally, only Persona users can go in and out of the TV, but they can put other people in there as well.
So, the culprit is using their Persona ability for murder?
There's much we don't know yet, but we know for a certainty that we will capture the culprit.
Our reasons for fighting are completely different from yours.
Anyway, this is not the TV world, and it's most likely not this Tartarus you speak of either. Which means that we know almost nothing about it. I believe we should cast aside all that we think we know, and learn the rules of this world. I thought this clock tower might provide some sort of hint, but that's unlikely if we can't enter. I'm sorry to have wasted our time here. Let's head to the next labyrinth.
My hunch was right after all. Why'd they have to drag out such bad memories?
Let's get on with it. We've got 3 big ones left, right?
That should be the case. It is also possible that I will regain my memories.
If Zen-kun's memories return, we might be able to learn something about this world.
All right, let's get going, leader. Oh, There's something important we need to decide on. Since we're a combined unit now, we should decide who our leader will be.
Oh, is this my chance?
The most reasonable candidates would be either our leader or yours.
Yeah, thought not.
What do you think?
I think that would be better too. I mean, you're the ones who met Zen and Ray first. You're also the ones who got them on board, and you reached the depths of the labyrinth first. I think you have more experience in this world than we do.
He does have a point. I ask that you continue, that you take up being our leader once more, leader of our combined forces. Also, I ask that you support our new leader. I know, we'll consider you our vice leader.
Vice leader? Does it?
So I'll refer to you as Vice Leader when providing support, so you don't get confused. Vice Leader, Vice Leader. I hope I don't mess it up.
I'll just call you Senpai. I'm used to it after all, and you're still my Senpai. We'll help you all from the Velvet Room, so good luck. Let's go, Fuka-chan.
Yes.
Hey, I'm younger than you. You don't have to be so formal with me.
Yes. I mean, okay.
Sen.
Are you scared?
I'll be okay. I can do this. I'm gonna go back with everyone.
Okay, Ray-chan, repeat after me. Group date ho!
Group date ho!
Is she really gonna be okay?
Sister, why is it that those people have come together? It's true that this place is not reality per se, but for them to come from different space-times this way...
True. Time always flows in one direction, yet this distortion could eventually become a rip, which may eventually affect the real world as well.
Affect the real world?
It's only a possibility.
But you admit it is possible.
Why is this a culture festival? If making this place a school wasn't specific enough, then...
This culture festival is a kind of ceremony, correct?
Ceremony?
There is one more thing on my mind. The fact that the power of the wild card has changed. My guest, who before could freely summon any kind of persona, cannot remove Messiah. Mind you, he is now capable of summoning another persona at the same time, but still...
This seems different from the usual principle behind the power of the wild card. It's as if that neutralized power had its abilities forcefully distorted. Could it be related to this world after all?
Neutralized? Yes. This world is connected to the collective unconsciousness. It is a world constantly in flux, with the power to change its shape. Yet the power of the wild card, representing infinite possibility, has been neutralized. In other words, could it mean that this world is finite? That it does not change?
Finite? Sister, what do you mean?
I don't know yet. In any case, we must not forget our roles. We may assist in our guest's journey, but we cannot intervene. All we can do is watch and see what kind of fate they take hold of.
Yes, though of course we will assist them as much as possible. That reminds me, sister. Was there not something you wished to speak to me about? As I recall, you mentioned something about me and my guest?
Yes, about that. My own guest is from the year 2011 of the Gregorian calendar. At that point in time, you are...
Sister?
Let's not. We are but bystanders to fate. I said myself just now that we cannot intervene.
Very well. I choose to completely forget about this discussion.
That will do. Now then, everyone return to your posts.
All you guys talk about is boring stuff. Theo, go buy me some shaved ice. The green stuff.
Very well.
I've chosen. Persona change. Power of the wild card.
Orpheus! Izanagi!
Arsene!
Let's keep this up. Come forth, Thanatos! Come, Izanagi no Okami!
Ravage them, Sasanael!
What a stylish power.
Stay in formation. No changes.